And she's pooed everywhere. Haven't you, miss? Where are you? She's all curled up in a ball. Hey. Come on. Ooh. So here she is. So I'll start at this end over here and work my way that way. She's got really strong feet and quite sharp claws. Brown. North Island brown. Seems like she's going to be really good. Sometimes if you scratch them, they go to sleep. So yeah, they're called an honorary mammal because they've got more mammalian-like features than they do bird-like features. So they've got whiskers like a cat. They've got marrow-filled bones rather than hollow honeycombs like the flighted bird. They've got 2 ovaries rather than 1, and their body temperature is close to ours as well.
So they don't keep any mature kiwis on the island?
There is always a possibility for that to happen because we know how many are here, but we don't know where they are. So if the dog doesn't find them, then they stay here until next time round. So Rotoroa Island, where we release the kiwis that we get from Northland, there are adult kiwi on that island because they just keep getting missed. And so she's been microchipped just like you would the cat or the dog, and so have all the ones we've released onto Rotoroa Island. And they've found rounded up kiwi out there that are not microchipped. So that means that adult kiwis are breeding out there. So,
are there any breeding here?
Not yet, because last year was our first year, so they're only coming up to a year old. So they don't generally start breeding until maybe about 2 or 3 years.
So she's 23 days old.
23 days old. So she is roughly the same size when she hatched. So the only difference is when she hatched, her feathers were still a little bit wet. So they were all stuck down, not nice and fluffy like what they are now. So she's 354 grams. Yeah.
And why do you need to turn the eggs? Because will they turn in the nest?
Most birds do turn their eggs in the wild. And what they did is they put a sensor in a dummy egg and gave it to a male kiwi, and he was turning it. Turning it just means that the embryo is moving around, it's moving around against all its blood veins, getting a lot of oxygen, and not sort of sticking to one area. So yeah, it's good for pretty much all birds do it. If you watch your duck or your chickens, whenever they get up, they'll often kick them around a bit. So
can you talk about the plumage and how they preen and waterproof?
No, kiwis are not waterproof. That's one of the reasons why they're an honorary mammal, is their feathers are more like hair. If they were nicely stuck together feathers, like a normal bird, when they're running through the undergrowth, they'd just get ripped to shreds. So their feathers are quite coarse and very hairy. So no, not at all. No, sorry. But yeah, can you see her nostrils right at the tip of her nose? And you can see her whiskers. And if we have a look in here, since she's being so nice and calm, where is it? She does actually have a little tiny wing. If I can find it, yeah. So can you see it there, just above my finger? That's her little wing. So I don't know if you guys can see it down there, but that's her little wing. Yeah, it is. So cute. Cool. So you see she's got really strong feet. Yep, see? Really strong feet. And she's got quite sharp claws on the end of that feet. So sometimes when they get really big and strong, if I'm holding her like this, I get scratches all up my arms. But yeah, see, her feathers are really coarse. They don't stick together at all. Oh, don't do that. That would not be good. So their colours also vary quite a bit. So if you look, she's got quite like gingery browny on the inside, and the tips are black. So we've got another kiwi, which will be the next one released on here, and she's pretty much black. She doesn't have any of this light colouring at all. So, yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's just on the flax. There it goes.
Do they have an oil gland that they use to spread oil on the feathers?
They would do, but how functional it is, I'm not sure. So, yeah. Yeah, she's been really good. Yeah. Sometimes the chicks are actually often quite active during the day, probably because there might be a little bit less competition, like trying to stay away from the adult kiwi.